What's up, YouTube land? We're back. Time to finish Heisenberg's Factory and maybe the game? I don't know.
We should be able to finish the game. There's not that much gameplay left. It's just mostly the cutscenes, but we should be able to finish this. But I will not start Child's
You really are a tough one.
You really are.
I'm tired of chit-chat. Time to die.
You know,
Can't you?
Ethan, when we die, nothing happens. You're just a body in the ground. Because there is no legad. Oh, thank you.
So this boss, when I was replaying this, I've always hated this boss, but the answer to this boss is use flashbangs. When you use flashbangs, he will automatically go to a wall and bang into it, like, randomly. And it completely trivializes this fight from, like, an annoying, like, RNG dumpster fire to, like, absolutely nothing.
Interesting.
But, this guy's name is Strum.
S-T-R-U-M?
I think so.
Interesting.
I don't have time. Bullshit. Wait.
Nice frame rate.
Man, getting 3 free Magnum shots is awesome.
Why is the frame rate so?
It is very bad right now.
I guess it's just the fire. I don't know. It's probably because... Is he already dead?
Now stay down.
Yeah, holy
Wow.
crap. He is very weak to the Magnum for some reason, but that that fight was making me so mad. I made it look like the babiest fight of all time. But, yeah, just use flashbangs. If you don't use flashbangs, then it is just like a dumpster fire.
Interesting. Yeah, his AI literally just immediately goes for a wall. Doesn't matter where he is, he just goes for a wall.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And it's like not even like fast. Like he has like a charge attack, and he also has like a flamethrower attack. He doesn't do any of it if you use flashbangs.
We are now at the time of the year where where we are in Pennsylvania, it, snows from time to time and all that. And I like the winter, I like the cold weather in general, but I am so consistently annoyed with snow in general just because people are very weird about snow, at least around where we are.
I mean, I'm scared of driving in snow. You know that, like, when it snows, I ask you to drive me in.
Right.
At this point, that's not a big deal.
Right. And that part's fine. It's just more of people, like, I had multiple people today ask me, hey, do you think you'll be open tomorrow because there's supposed to be snow? And I'm like, how am I supposed to possibly answer that?
Yeah.
Like, it is not currently snowing. It's not supposed to do it till later in the day tomorrow. And, like, I don't know. What if it's like an inch? Like, then we'll be there. What if it's a foot? Then we won't be there. You know what I mean? It's just like, how am I supposed to answer that?
Is it actually supposed to snow tomorrow?
Apparently.
Okay.
But, like, at night. And I don't know. Like I said, it just kind of is what it is.
Stay out of my
Our dad, me and Trev's dad, was always, at least for me, in my opinion, always extremely annoying about snow. It's something that I still always remember.
Yeah, he's pretty annoying.
Of just being like, kind of like what the customer's asking that, but like to a maximum, and always me being like, I don't know, like we'll see when it happens, kind of thing. Because he likes watching, like all older people, he likes watching weather. I don't know about the Weather Channel, but like in general, and just being like, I think everyone under the age of like 40 is like so in tune with weather being wrong that like I don't even look at the weather ever. The only time I ever do it is either during the winter when we play flag football on Sunday mornings because it starts at 9 a.m. so I need to know how much to bundle up, and during our anniversary party, and I only look at it the day before just to know if it's going to rain or whatever.
I only look at weather, like, the day, like, I look at it, like, almost every day that I work just to know what's going on, but I only look at, like, the weather for the day within, like, the next, like, 10 hours, because that's, like, the only time that, like, weather forecast can be, like, semi-accurate.
Even then, sometimes it's really not. Like, the other day, it snowed, like, an inch, and it was supposed to snow a lot more. Anyway, It's just funny because like it started snowing yesterday when I was at work, and everyone I talked to, like all the employees, were like, "Oh, I didn't even know. I don't even check weather." And it's like, yeah, like what's the point? Get all freaked out over something. I understand if you like have to take a 2-hour drive, you kind of want to know what's going on ahead of time, but it's also like,
I knew you would want to be involved.
I don't know, you just kind of deal with it as it goes.
Civilians getting in the way.
I'll try to get another good screenshot from this for the thumbnail, with Chris just showing his teeth.
That one you did of him, like his mouth is open and it, like he has like really weird eyes, because I think he's like in the middle of the animation, like pushing.
He's pushing Ethan and he says, "Get out" or "Go" or
he
whatever.
looks so stupid. It's awesome.
And it's funny because it just randomly happened that way. I just the YouTube. Well, first of all, horror games are the worst thing ever for making thumbnails ever. Like, I can scroll through the 30-minute video and not find anything that's like bright enough to do it. So I hope to find a cutscene, and I found that cutscene and I paused it there, and that was the exact spot, and I was like, done. I was like, good.
Crazy experiment.
Especially because Chris looks like a weird murder hobo in this game.
Yep. Dude, the worst one ever. Because I'm sorry, we don't, like, we do this just for fun, and I already put enough time into the descriptions, which I'm sure no one ever reads, but I don't care. I like doing it. I'm not gonna, like, make, like, thumbnails, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't know, graphically design thumbnails. And so I try to use screenshots from the games. And let me tell you, the 2 worst games of ever for finding thumbnails, Dead Space Remake, and especially Callisto Protocol when we played that. That was brutal. There were like whole 30-minute parts where I would scrub through the whole thing and not find anything. If we had this scene right now, I would be blessed in that game because it was so dark all the time.
It's the same atmosphere. The entire game.
And I would scroll through the like. That's all you would really have to do to be like, what's your review of the game? And I'd be like, watch this. Watch me scroll through this 30 minutes of footage, and it all looks the same. That's my review of it. It could be the most fun game of all time, but there's so little variance, you know? And dude, finding screenshots for that was so bad. I would have to find, like, the exact moment you, like, hit an enemy and, like, a burst appeared or something, and that would be it. And I'd be like, here you go, it's the same thing as part 7. This is part 8.
Yeah, Callisto Protocol is an awful game, but I wanted to show off how weird that game
No,
is.
it was. I was glad that we did it. I still remember stupid parts of the story and all that. It's just, like I said, that very specific part where I would be like, let me find a thumbnail, and sometimes I would just use the automatically generated thumbnail because it was like the only bright thing at all. It was just brutal. I guess I could do like. Just like a picture of whatever game it is we're playing, like the title screen, and then put Complete Inbox logo in the corner and put part 7 or whatever.
You should go full YouTube like content creator and do like shining red eye, like have a picture of your face and do like shining red eyes and lasers shooting out of them and an arrow pointing at you, and it's like, this game sucks or something.
No, it's just Resident Evil Village, and it's like a screenshot of Ethan in third-person mode, but just my face over it or something like that. I mean, people do that all the time. Now, if the main problem is, I don't use Photoshop. I don't care.
Oh man, I don't know why this battle is so loud. I'm turning this down.
I use Microsoft Paint when I do stuff, so it would be done in Paint and deal with it. Which is not going to happen, but...
So this fight sucks. He has 3 things on him. You can use the cannon to get him off your butt, but the cannon only reloads like once every like 20 seconds.
See, he has certain weak points.
He has 3 weak points, and then it just cycles through. And you have to do it. It depends on the difficulty, how much HP he has. On Village of Shadows, this is just a god-awful fight. In fact, this fight and the Chris part is really the final like reason of why I did not do Village of Shadows for my LP. Because I was playing it, and like it's pretty awful. But like, if you know what's going on, you know what to upgrade, and you know how to play around the BS. It's not like the worst thing ever, but doing the Chris part and this fight in Veil of Shadows, just the worst. He has so much HP. Hey.
I forget, can you heal here?
No, but you can guard, which does lessen the damage a lot. You can probably guard like 4 attacks before you die.
You know that he's a hardcore character because every time he says Miranda, he specifically has to call her the B word. Not even any other adjectives, just every single time it's that B, Miranda. Yeah. I swear to God, he says it 5 times in this game.
He'd be one of those guys that gets on our Nice Guys, where like some incel gets baby mad at something, just calls every woman a B. Oh
yeah, he would be. That is absolutely true.
Because he is a Redditor.
I was watching. Speaking of bad words, I was watching Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I'm on the season where they do like a mock Seinfeld reunion. Dude, do you remember? You have to remember. Do you remember the Michael Richards, aka Kramer, the Laugh Factory thing where he calls a black person that word? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
So this season happened only 3 years after that happened in real life, and they have a setup joke in that where Larry's roommate, who's a black guy, has to lie to Michael Richards about having a disease because he wants to make Michael Richards feel less bad about having the disease. And Michael Richards finds out that the black guy lied to him, and he's out in public, and he finds the guy, and he's like, "I'm so mad at you!" And he starts yelling at him, and everyone is standing out there, and they start recording him on the cell phones, and he's like, I wish there was a word that I could call you that shows how angry I am at you. And he looks out around and sees everyone recording. He goes, "Oh, come on!" Like exactly like Kramer. And I'm like, dude, they actually went for it. Like, that is like mad respect from Larry David, who, you know, obviously he's.
One thing about Curb Your Enthusiasm is that there's really no place that they don't explore.
No.
Which is actually why, like, there's Curb Your Enthusiasm, like, for me, is either one or two things. It's either insanely funny or painful to watch. It's nothing else in between. Because, you know, it goes for that, like, cringe humor, like, putting Larry David in, like, just these awful situations where either he's, like, a big jackass or, like, he is just not at fault, but just in like a horrible, embarrassing situation. And whenever that happens, for me at least, it's so hard to watch. But other episodes are insanely funny. It's a really weird show for me.
Right. No, absolutely. I'm on season 7 out of 12. I only ever got to season 6, so it's all new to me. Some of the stuff I agree with them. I'm just like, oh my god. I legitimately don't know how someone could be friends with him if he was like that in real life. Obviously, he isn't exactly like that. My favorite, I guess, prevailing joke in the series is whenever he talks with Jason Alexander, George from Seinfeld. So, I don't know if you know this, Trev, but George is based off of Larry David. Like, his character is, like, kind of based off of real life Larry David. Sense. And, like, it's funny every time when they're talking about George as a character, and Jason Alexander's like, well, but he's a buffoon, he's an idiot, he's just, no one loves him, like, how could any woman love him? And Larry's always like, I don't know how you see that in this character because it's based off of him, and just every time that happens, I'm like, this is the best. And he's like, I don't get it, Larry. How did he get married? You know, George is such an idiot. He's just the dumbest person possible. And Larry's like, you know, not that bad. Oh no.
We're 30 minutes from this game ending. We finally see the villain.
Yeah, I was always a little bummed with this.
Rose is her success.
You could say that it's like the same thing as RE7 and Evelyn. Like, you don't... Well, even Evelyn shows up at like the 60% mark and is the main central antagonist.
Fuck you, you crazy bitch!
So usually in games like this, there's like one big bad, and you generally follow them the whole time. So obviously this game went for the route of being like, there are 4 unique, pretty cool bosses, and then Miranda behind them all.
She will be reborn.
Yeah, and like once you know about like the old hag is Miranda in disguise, but you only see the old hag twice in like a cutscene that lasts like 30 seconds apiece. It's like, even knowing that, you're like, okay, it's not that interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, why did Miranda want you to kill the 4 lords? Oh, because she wanted them out of the picture and to collect Rose or something.
Your worth as a lab rat.
Remind me again, why can't Miranda just kill them herself?
Come on and face me!
Is there a reason for that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Don't. Your death will come quick. You will join the Megamycetes records.
It's fine.
It is. This
I will
is
make
pretty
sure to
cool though. It
sand
literally
your
rips
blood.
out Ethan's heart.
Once dawn breaks, the ceremony will be complete, and I will become her true mother, bound for eternity in blood.
What? Oh, okay. I thought she was gonna drink his blood. I mean, still pouring it on her face.
This is just like that character, Scarlet Witch / Wanda from Marvel. You know that WandaVision show? I don't know.
I know of it. I've never watched any Marvel thing.
Essentially, long story short, she creates this like 1950s like
True child.
Leave It to Beaver style like perfect world because like she lost her kids or something. I forget if her kids were killed or they were taken from her or whatever. And she draws literally a universe of people into this world because she can't cope with the fact that she lost her kids. And yet Marvel was trying to be like, hey, she's a good guy. And every normal person in the world was like, oh wow, she's actually like the worst person ever.
And I'll go over the situation.
Oh no.
My team and I were careless. Yes,
Let me explain the plot right now.
I still don't understand why Chris, at any point, he had plenty of opportunity to be like, Ethan, I need 2 minutes to explain what's going on. Obviously, the
Miranda could have infected
big reveal isn't as good story-wise, but he could have at any point been like, Ethan, I need to explain this to you.
No, he says like when they meet, Ethan and Chris meet near that tank, that he didn't explain it because he knew that Ethan would want to be involved. I don't know why he thought that, but that's his rationale. He does say that out loud.
I heard Miranda's voice.
But he could have just told
She is not.
Ethan when he was shooting at Mia to death, like, hey, that's not your wife. It's not your wife.
God damn it! When does it end?
That reminds me of the meme in shows and movies where it's, I don't have time to explain, and it's like,
I don't have time to explain.
you have time to explain a little bit.
They were pulling out Ethan, like dragging him out feet first, and like Chris just refused to say anything.
Like, here's the best example I can think of that don't have time to explain. Terminator 1, come with me if you want to live. It's perfect, right? And like, yeah, if I was just walking down the street and someone said, come with me if you want to live, and they were like super crazy, you would have to think about it for a second, like, but like, I feel like you would have to like honestly think about it, like, I'm gonna run with this person, right?
Doesn't change anything.
But if someone was like, I don't have time to explain, I'd be like, wait, what? Tell me one sentence.
Failure's not an option.
Let's have some fun.
Dude, look at those fur coats those operators have.
Roger.
They are something.
K9, I want to know what the hell.
Also,
PSA
Chris is like, yeah, he's wearing like,
Roger that. I'm on.
I guess form-fitting winter wear, but like, it gotta be cold.
Chris moves so slow. I hate this part.
Doing nothing but recon's gotten me out of shape.
Thanks to your
I will say that form-fitting clothes, if they're made of like specific material, like it traps in your heat so good. So this is probably realistic. Other than his face being completely open.
Hey, Alpha.
That poor village, all the survivors. How are we gonna save all the obvious survivors in this village?
Are we gonna save the dozens of Lycons?
God dang it, the BSAA is still a thing. Wasn't that like all the Revelation games and everything?
Planning on reaching the
That was
First, we're gonna have to
I
take
think
that
so.
thing out.
Jill and her partner, I think it was Parker or whatever, in the Resident Evil Revelations games.
I think so. I don't remember much about those.
All our,
games. Other than female Western Rev 2.
all I remember from them is BSAA is good guys, and then the head guy's like, actually no. I am lay bad. I have turned on you.
And I clapped. It's like no wonder they did like drop that plot line so hard and just basically rebooted everything.
I would honestly rather have the absolute dumbness of RE6. Like, the story is stupid. The reason I hate Resident Evil 6 is the gameplay, personally.
Get caught.
But, like, I can handle a stupid story. It's whatever.
I'm just tired of the main cast of RE7 or RE in general. Like Chris, Jill, and Leon. They can just retire them. I know everyone is like,
Well, that's why
I can't wait
Ethan
to
was so awesome. You know, it's, like, totally fresh.
Yeah, and he's dead now.
And people are like, who do you want to see in the next game? Oh, what about Rebecca or Billy again? And I'm like, yeah, they've only been in like 1 or 2 games, but it's like, why do we have to go back to somebody like, oh, a Stars person from 1998? Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, they do not need to bring Billy back. He had a character arc and they did it. It's not super compelling.
His whole thing was that he just wants to go out into the sunset.
And like he is like suffering from like PTSD as like he like did some bad stuff and got falsely imprisoned because the government sucks.
I can't believe we're into 2025 and there's still no news about a new RE.
I'm sorry about the frame rate. I don't know why it's running bad. I literally restart. This is like a freshly restarted computer, but there is a lot of stuff going on and it is recording. So
Does it normally run pretty well?
I actually practiced this part like today. I had no idea that we were going to do it today, but it did not run like this at all.
Interesting.
It's probably just because I'm recording.
It's not super bad. PC Master Race, by the way.
This PC is very old.
I thought you just got a new one.
No, we talked about this. I got the cheap Mac Mini. So I'm still using my old PC to play PC games. And I'm only doing this because I bought RE8 Gold Edition
Right. So you
on
have
a
the
Steam
DLC.
sale. Because I wanted to be like, hey, I want to see what the Steam Deck can do. Because I had one I was enamored at the time.
Hey, I get ice cream.
Ooh.
Keep going.
Damn, a double one. Good idea, though. I'm always, like, impressed in pretty much all Resident Evil games how much, like, damage explosives do. And, like, I get it. In real life, like, grenades do a lot of damage. But, you know, for, like, the undead, it's, like, a different kind of thing.
Man, I'm so close to... There's, like, a cutscene checkpoint that, like, all these enemies will despawn, but I'm just, like, slightly too far.
Does the speedrun just, like, run past this stuff?
Basically. Now I'm just going to run past this. Like, go. Okay.
Reach the target location.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they literally do despawn.
All right, Lobo. Marking the target.
All right, Lobo.
Oh man, this next part's gonna run so bad. There's so many Lycons.
I want that thing in real life.
Just a minute.
just this
It's a small minute.
pointer thing that can just shoot in like crazy. And they're not even like drone strikes. Like,
Actually, all that's doing is like it's a target marker for like guys are up in the sky or like they have the. Come on. But it's not like a like anything specific. It's just like a guy is on like a cliff or in the sky and
Yeah.
they're waiting for the target signal. It's like these guys could easily do this.
World is rapidly expanding. As mission gets
I hate this part so much. Alright.
do they eventually stop coming?
Hey, it takes a while.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that I can just... It's like, this part...
Oh my god.
This part sucks, and it's running horribly.
Bioweapon numbers are increasing. We need to finish them off quick. Is the target locator working?
I'm trying, dude! Of course the dog is making this the worst thing ever.
I'll hang on.
The funny thing is that you don't even need to point at the thing. Okay, I guess the game's just giving me mercy.
Really?
You only have to point at the thing at the very last second.
Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
I still can't get over. I mean, it's been like 7 years, but I can't get over how different they make Chris look in Resident Evil 7 to Resident Evil Village.
They just chose some awful,
I don't get it because they make him look younger than the original game in Resident Evil 7.
it's just, yeah,
They make him look like he's literally like a rookie, and it makes no sense.
it's
I
just,
know you only see him for a second, but still.
yeah, it's mostly just because of, it's the first game that they used RE Engine on, and, I don't know. They just didn't care.
Yeah, I don't know he's only in one scene, but it's so weird. This is, like, Resident Evil Village is what he would look like at, like, this age. Does that count as a hit?
It does. But Chris has, like, a massive HP pool. Please don't kill me. Thank you. Okay. Second one wasn't the worst.
Good.
That was pretty awful.
Mega
though.
Mike must be below.
Whenever I do this part, it's not like I ever die. It's just that it's like, how less annoying can this be?
Right.
Like, how quickly can I get through this? And it's never quick.
Captain, the Mega Mighty is underground.
I'm on my way. I found a way down. I'm going in. The rest of you stay back.
We have to do another stupid boss where the battle arena is way, way too small.
Bakers and
This part just
there's
is
no sign
awful.
of the genome editing we saw in the East.
Thank goodness that Chris is here to save Ethan's butt.
Not heal, okay. Wish I could have just done this as Ethan.
Going to Mega Mike, huh? Lobo, I got a tough guy here. I'm gonna need backup.
You're on the ground.
There's an opening in the roof. Use it.
I'm not sure if actually attacking them. Not sure if attacking them outside of the tentacles actually does anything, but I don't know. I have 1,000 bullets.
Right. And this is the end, right?
Yeah. Just like, what were they thinking with this fight? Like, look how small this arena is.
It should be
Just awful.
50% bigger, for sure.
I would say the good thing about this game is that it ends really well. The Mother Miranda fight is like the best fight in like... It might be my favorite boss fight in any Resident Evil. Not that Resident Evil boss fights are like like a standout for the series, but it's like a really fun fight. But like for the most part, the rest of the series or the rest of the game has just like awful fights.
Hey, this is the spot where we are right now. This is where you should be hitting him.
There is a hole in the ceiling, so I guess they could.
No, but it's just funny how you have to like zone in on it. It's like, bro.
Yeah, it's like, come on,
We're
you can just
right
you
here.
can do it yourself.
How much do you think that I don't know what you want to call it, spike on a stick weighs?
Like a morning star.
Yeah, Morningstar, there we go. Like 2,000 pounds, right?
It has to.
Like it's like 10 feet long, 12 feet long, and just made of pure metal.
Oh, it's over. Alright, the awful first part is awful. And it's over.
Aye! Oh, you're dead.
Yoink.
I'll keep going. The rest of you, stay above ground.
Just 400 handgun bullets. Oh, check out how fast this thing shoots.
Oh my god. Well, you kind of have to.
It like shoots faster than the assault rifle. Like,
Instead of-
da-da-da-da-da.
Instead of going to the Duke,
It's like the same fire rate.
Ethan should have just been like, "Hey, Chris, can I get like 1/1 millionth of your infinite supply of stuff?"
To be fair to Chris, he did give him an entire tank.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, it wasn't his tank, it was just some thing that they found. But it's like, here you go, here's your tank.
About damn time.
Is Megamycete the stuff from 7 as well?
They say that the mold, the mold originated from here. The mold strain in 7, it was like modified by whatever organization that Mia was working with in RE7 that made Evelyn.
Not taking
But it
any
like
chances.
originated from this stuff.
I'm going in.
Standing by. Captain, I have eyes on Miranda.
What do you think the
Keep your distance.
most destructive virus / whatever they've had in the entire series has been?
It has to be like 5 or 6. 6 especially. It's like the entire world seems.
What
like
is
that,
6
right?
again? It's
I don't know what it's called.
Even so,
the
you should
Z virus. It's a virus though, right? I think
I
so.
think so.
Because in 5 it's the progenitor, is that it?
So here's a weird thing. So Chris saves Mia and not Ethan, and Ethan dies
Show me your
before
hands.
ever seeing Mia again. So his own wife gets kidnapped like a week ago, never meets her again, and then dies. And then Mia's not even in the Shadows of Rose. They just say that like Rose and Mia don't even live together. It's like, why? Why don't they live together? Why haven't you seen your mom in forever? I don't understand. Why is Mia the worst mom ever?
It is weird.
In the flesh. What's the situation up there?
I mean, Mia is like at fault for like everything. I mean, she is just like was just an employee at that shady organization, but
You promised, damn it. You
she
said that you
led
would keep us
Ethan
safe.
there.
We did everything that you asked. We
Her
were
sweater
covering
looks comfy.
Everything. And I didn't care. So long as we were together. So you tell me, where is my husband? Where is my daughter?
Do you want the bad news or the bad news?
Gone. I couldn't save him. But I can save Rose.
I just wish that they had Ethan save, like, maybe Mia was just in Heisenberg's factory. I don't know. Who cares? Like, what is this? Why is she here? It doesn't matter. Could have been in a Heisenberg factory
It's not safe here
and
after
just
all.
had
What do you mean he's gone?
just a reunion instead of this.
Why didn't Miranda just
We have to leave.
kill
We have to destroy this
her,
village.
Mia?
No, you're wrong.
There's no reason at all. I mean, the more you dissect the story,
Right,
the more it
right,
falls
right, right,
apart.
right. I just they usually try to give reasons for stuff, so I wasn't sure. Like,
You don't understand how
I understand why she let Ethan live because she wanted him to kill the 4 people and whatever, but it's like I don't
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason for me to be alive.